I'm sick of intros. Yeah, but so today we've got the gang back. There's a lot to discuss today. AZ is here. The Raven is here. Anderson, a strong Ateta hater, is here.
Ateta hater. That has a good ring. Ateta hater.
But before we start, right? So last week there was the World Cup draws, right? Which regrettably Nigeria is not in. Osimhen should be in the World Cup because we just discovered that by next World Cup Osimhen will be 29, right?
What?
Yeah.
Like 24.
Yeah, it's 4 years now. Yeah, so by next World Cup. No, not this one. By next one. So he's going to obviously he's missing this. So his first World Cup will obviously be if he qualify.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, 29. Which
So
is
imagine
ridiculous.
he doesn't qualify.
Do you understand? Osimhen, a
crazy.
player as good as that, would not play in the World Cup. Anyways, so let's just run through some of the. I mean, we all watched the draws, right? Is there any group standing out for you?
No, I don't think so. Me personally, there's no group of death that jumps out at you.
This is actually the first World Cup. Right?
Yeah, everything seems very
balanced.
evenly balanced, right? And then it all just seems like all the favorites would have easy because when you look Netherlands in that group, you have Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. I'm looking at Netherlands and Senegal qualifying, coming up from the group. Yeah.
Don't underrate Ecuador.
Yeah. And don't underrate the host nation too.
No,
those ones. Everyone them play though.
Well, I haven't seen them play though, so I don't know.
I think
they won one tournament
and
yeah.
they played well.
They
played well.
Like
Yes,
very
they played
fast.
well. They counter, so they sit back and they counter.
Very quick
Okay, so we have England, Iran, USA, and
the Dutch still with
Ukraine, Scotland, or Wales.
England should make it out of that group.
Yeah, obviously England should, but then I'm hearing that the US team is they're looking good. That's what I'm
So they have some good guys.
So that seems. I mean, with the exception of Iran, that seems And then we've got Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland. Again, with the exception of Saudi Arabia, it seems tough here. If you move Argentina, obviously.
I think Messi will probably win.
You have Iran in the World Cup.
Messi might win the Golden Boot. Based on that group alone.
And Nigeria is not there.
It's terrible.
Some of us were in the stadium.
Then we have France, Denmark, Tunisia, and who's this? Aha, okay.
So
and then Group E, there's Spain, there's another
New Zealand.
Germany and Japan. I don't know what's up with Japan. I can't. Everything just seems like
Japan
that's straightforward.
Korea is Sun, sorry.
Okay, so
I think that's an interesting group, Sun's group. Can you check?
Sun's group would be Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea.
That's probably the most interesting
close
group.
to group of
Yeah.
That's where we would have been.
Because Son, Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's where Nigeria will have been. Though.
Bruh.
Do you think we would have made it out?
Yeah.
From that group.
Yeah.
It would have been hard though.
With the way we were playing, I doubt it though.
We'll not have been out of that group.
And okay, so we've got
Just be
Brazil.
emotional.
This guy is Benfica. He's a Uruguayan. No, this striker everybody's going after now.
No, say we are going after. Nunes.
It's not just
wait.
guys that like
So Brazil, Serbia,
$60+
Switzerland,
million
Cameroon.
price tag, man.
Straightforward, right? Brazil.
I'm a Brazil.
Only
man.
Brazil is guaranteed there.
Yeah,
Only
true.
Brazil is good. That's an
Serbia,
interesting group too.
Switzerland, Cameroon.
That's an interesting
That's
group too.
like
Yeah.
So like,
And then there's
second place
Belgium,
would be-
Canada, Morocco, Croatia.
oh man, I like Canada.
You see, that's why I said. That's why I said most of the groups are balanced. Yeah, you can't really.
Very, very balanced.
Yeah, you can't really pick.
So,
two
do you know what this is going to be? So with this level of balanced groups, if those favorites come on top, right? The second round will be
high
very
quality
interesting because there'll be very, very high quality teams all going through.
Yeah, maybe
but
we should.
But you know, every World Cup there must be one.
We should speak to our career designers. We should send one or two of us
To Qatar. Quickly, I saw something today. I think they tweeted, Sky Sports tweeted, who do you think is the best sub in the history of the Premier League? So there's Origi, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Giroud. Yeah? No. So, but then the stats for Origi's the importance, the level of importance of the goals that he's come off the bench in the Premier League.
But which goal can be as important as
Champions League?
like
But
to
but
win the Champions League.
But
Origi
not
didn't score in the Champions League.
in the Premiership,
that
the
too.
Premier League.
Premier
So it's
League.
Olivia Giroud, Solskjaer, and
Oh,
Origi.
Premier
man,
League.
In the
it's
Premier League.
Origi, bro.
In the
Premier League.
That goal that
In the Premier
Pickford
League.
dropped the ball on his head.
Everton.
Yeah, Everton, man. They hadn't won anything in 30 years.
But
bro.
Ole always scores on the bench. Like he basically made his
But
name.
Man U was winning. This guy gave them their first title essentially in 30
Ole was the
years.
first guy that actually had that super
That
top.
whole-
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the
super
super
sub.
sub
Yeah,
tag.
So there's two goals that come to mind, right? There's Origi's goal against Barcelona, right?
no, we're saying Premiership.
That's what I'm saying. Then the goal against Everton. I think he scored against Everton. Then probably is it what? I can't remember the team against.
There's the Everton one I remember.
Yeah, he
But
scored like
that
two,
was
three
like
goals. Very important
yeah,
goals.
yeah. I remember that.
And he won
game.
them their first trophy in 30 years, man.
But
That's
Solskjaer came on from off the bench and scored 4 goals, man. That is.
Well,
I think Solskjaer.
who would you say though?
I would say
As a
Solskjaer.
Man
I
U
think
fan, like,
Solskjaer.
Solskjaer brought.
me, I'll lean towards Origi. Just
Origi.
because
Just
of
because of that.
the time. It's a lot. Man U was winning.
So nobody's calling Giroud.
Only that for you.
Okay, news from the Premier League. So, what do you guys think? Finally, Premier League is saying 5 subs next season.
Really?
Yeah, do you like that? Is that a good idea?
Of course,
Is that-
like I think it's a no-brainer. They should have done it like ages ago, man.
So, so if you're doing 5 subs now, does that increase the amount of players that should be on the bench now?
Yeah.
No, we're already doing the.
Yeah.
Is it 9?
Yeah.
I think it was 7 before.
They added
2 more.
Which is-
So that
I
makes
think
more
it's good.
players play.
Yeah,
it's good,
Just
like-
3 players playing. And then even for red card, sometimes like you could have done your 3 subs,
Yeah,
and
then-
then you get a red card, and then you can't
Yeah,
be.
but the Premier League they try to do something without their concussion subs.
Sub, yeah.
But
Which is
how,
not
like
bad.
it's not bad. But how many
But I think
times?
it's great, especially for the development of
No, but
young
if
stars.
they're
Yeah,
increasing
you
to
can have-
5,
you can just put 2.
if they're
young
increasing to
stars
5,
there.
it removes the concussion.
Yeah,
yes,
That's effectively that's gone already. I feel like
It'll be
that's
great. It'll be
But
great.
I think
to
they
have
did
some
that
of those
just
kids
because
on the
other
bench.
people had 5 subs, so they tried to make it a bit. I think it came about the same time. That came
But,
after like.
but I like the
lockdown,
fact.
right?
I like the fact
Yes,
that
yes,
you can't
yes,
just
after lockdown concussion. So.
put in 1, 2. You have to.
Yeah,
No, I think it's like
you have
there's
three,
time
three
frames.
sub, three sub opportunities.
3 sub opportunities.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
you can
So
either
you
make
can
put
2 at
in
once.
one.
Yeah, because
Otherwise, Mario.
because part of the issue now will be time wasting. Imagine having
Mario.
5 up.
Yeah, so,
Mario waits.
so you still have your 3 subs.
They wait till the 10 minutes to
spots.
go.
But then, but I think halftime doesn't count.
Alright, okay, so
Yeah,
let's.
football's really evolved. Come think about it. Football's evolved so much.
So much, especially past 4 years.
Yes.
but I really want to know.
VR,
so
technology,
with
goal line
this World
technology.
Cup, right? I really want to know how they would do it because World Cup is starting in November,
Yeah.
right? So what would happen? Premiership close finishes at the end of May,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Usually you go on break till what September. You do. So are you
No,
saying
I
that
think
this
this
year?
is starting earlier.
Are you saying so that means they will not go on?
They'll go on a winter break.
No, they
They'll
won't
go
go
on-
on.
they'll start
What's that
earlier,
thing?
'cause
That
it's
thing.
Winter World Cup.
Yeah.
Huh? Preseason, yeah. Because the idea is when May closes, June these players go to spend time with their families, right? Then July, people start to
think
come
the
out for
breaks, everything's
preseason.
gonna
right?
Actually,
shorter.
it doesn't take. Yeah, exactly.
Everything's gonna be
Maybe if
shorter.
you are going on 1 month, you go on 2 weeks.
Yes.
Come
yes,
back,
it's going to
you
be
know.
short.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like
Because they feel everything will balance out with the.
The World Cup is November to December,
Yeah.
and usually there's Premiership doesn't used to have breaks in December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So before other teams, other leagues, they've been having
Yes.
breaks, but Premiership doesn't. So I'm maybe this year Premiership is going to adopt the.
Or maybe
December
the
break.
league might be extended.
Anyways, let's get into Premiership. There's like a lot of big results with the big teams. Okay, so we'll start with so we'll leave some of the big results and then let's start with the smaller ones first. Japo, Man U, Leicester.
why did I see this?
Man U, Leicester. The club is a small club at this point in time. Yeah, so let's start with them. Man U, Leicester. Ronaldo again didn't play, and then of course United didn't win because it almost seems like every time Ronaldo doesn't play, United doesn't win. I mean that's answered
Which
a
is
lot
very
of
ironic.
yeah, that's answered a lot
Because-
of
Yeah.
people saying that Ronaldo is the problem, right? What's up? What happened in that game, Japo? And then do you think top 4 is completely gone for United, out of reach?
I think it's not top 4 is not based on Man U's ability anymore. I just feel like the other clubs fighting for it are showing that like they're equally as inconsistent as United. Not because like Man U is better, but I don't know. I think to the last game of the season with how like Tottenham is still going to play Arsenal. Man U plays Arsenal.
Yeah,
And
but
there
even
are a
at
lot
that,
of
United
pivotal
is
games.
not capitalizing anyways. Because
No, like nobody.
should United have won Leicester, right? This could have been a
Yeah,
different
but then
conversation. we're having
also
today.
with Arsenal as well, if they had beaten
Yeah,
Crystal
but
Palace, at
I'm
least got a
saying
point.
the teams that
So all the teams have the
Arsenal
same kind of.
lost to compared to. I feel like if Leicester was to play Crystal Palace, right? Crystal Palace wins that, right?
Man, I don't know, man.
At this point in time,
I don't know, man. The way the Premier is like now is like.
man.
I mean, I know that Leicester, a lot of their players are coming back now.
Yeah, Leicester. To be honest, in terms of picking up form and in terms of like their squad, they're in a better position than Man U. Not in terms of the table, but first of all, having this guy back from Fana was amazing. Like he was solid, he even almost scored as well. So like, and then most of their guys, I think the only guy that wasn't really available was Vardy. You know what I mean? Like, so they have like a good squad and a good. I think Man U was shit on the day. Long story short, and Leicester deserved to win. If we're being honest, they had more clear-cut chances. They
Yeah,
had to
I saw a tweet where someone said, it was so bad for United if Maguire had to be the best player. On
No,
the
but to be honest, that's another thing that was really solid. Maguire was pretty solid.
That's how. That's how bad. you think.
But then also, but the guy that had just the worst game I've probably seen in a long time, Scotty. Like he had a very poor game, like misplacing passes and positionally he was very poor. So to be honest, I never really rated Scotty that highly, but
Yeah, and I think Fred too.
Fred had a decent game, but
I think he's good in number 8.
yeah, but the problem with I was having this conversation on backstage. Like the problem with Fred is like he's good with all those things, but sometimes this choice of passes, like he'll get to his player, but then there's an opening in front, but he decides to go back, and that kind of kills the attack.
Yeah, so why? I don't know how what goes on in the training, but should there be ever a time where Bruno should be playing 9? In as much as maybe things were bad, but wouldn't you place somebody else as a 9 rather than Bruno? Because I didn't think that worked. I felt like that formation was wrong from the get-go.
Yeah.
Maybe Ronaldo was not there. I feel like I could even play Sancho as a 9 rather than Bruno.
Yeah.
Bruno is not.
Langa.
No, but
or Rashford or somebody.
But the problem with
Rashford started. There was a period where Rashford was playing. A centre forward. So why are you playing Bruno, who's supposed to be the one giving and spreading passes? And
but he's been
supposed to be receiving the ball. I get that, but I'm saying at this point in time where you really need those goals, that guy is the one that gives everybody. It's like if you play Zidane as a 9, you're not going to get anything from him.
Yeah, to be honest, I get what you're saying in that perspective. But if you watch how Bruno has been playing in the past couple of games, he's been doing more harm than good for us in the central park. He's been losing the ball so much. When he has played in the central position, like we haven't been cohesive. So I feel like part of what this guy has been trying to do is to realize that like, okay, maybe this guy is better off higher up the pitch.
But not as a 9.
Yeah, I know. But then also you think about it, like who's the option? Rashford. So when this guy's press conference, he said the decision was between playing Pogba or Rashford. Do you know what I mean? And he went with Rashford and he went with Pogba because, to be fair, like Rashford hasn't had the. I think this job would have been more straightforward if like Rashford was in form or we had Greenwood. I know we're not really supposed to talk about him, or we had like options there as well.
Why not play Langa?
Yeah, I don't know.
The truth is, I think Man U, the fans, the coach, the management, even the league is tired of them for this season. I think they're all tired.
Everybody's tired. Like that's
everybody
kind of
wants-
that's kind of the body language of that
because
game.
First of all, they know that the manager is not going to be retained.
That is where the issue is.
You know, and it was curious for me personally. I don't see why Bruno signed an extension just yet, because this is football.
Yeah, but just mention
the new manager coming might not
be that keen.
He might not be your. Yes, Bruno is a good player. Nobody can take that away from him. But he might not be central. He might not fit into the system that he wants to play. Very curious that he signed an extension.
Well, I was of the opinion that maybe they've had a word with a new manager, but then and in order for you to, because like we said, you wouldn't have a lot of transfer window this period because of the World Cup coming, right? Yeah. So maybe it's a signal to say, okay, we're keeping these players to attract, because sometimes there are certain good players in the team that would bring in other players to come and play. Like that could, if you're a good player, you say, okay, well, there's this guy, I can play well with this guy. So maybe that's I'm thinking that's probably because there's no reason why we should be signing him, we should be extending his contract.
Because it's not like he had like 1 year left. We had some wiggle room. No, man.
Very strange.
But that's typical of how United has been run over the last 10 years or so. So
Maybe we should learn from them. Not wait to the last year of a contract and give a player 3.
But to be honest, come think about it now. They're about to lose Pogba for the second time for free, so that might be playing at the back of their mind. So they're not in a position.
I feel like United has been stupid in conducting business for like the last maybe 4 or 5 years. We've not really done any proper piece of business I can say, oh yeah, this was smart, or this was. I mean,
you said Maguire played well this weekend. That's good business.
That's how bad the team is for Maguire to be the best player on the team. That's how bad. I mean, I haven't been watching. I didn't watch it. I just saw the scores. You know, No. I watched some very, very interesting games.
What's a more exciting game? A London derby.
I'm not a Formula 1 person. I'm preparing. We're going to Saudi this weekend, so that's what I'm preparing for. Anyways, let's move. Liverpool 2-0, which seemed straightforward, but then something Salah didn't score, and he also didn't score this Champions League match. Do you think him losing to the World Cup bid in Egypt, do you think that affected him, or do you think that is affecting him?
But it's been tough for him, like losing the Nations Cup final.
Because he didn't seem like the Salah that.
I didn't watch yesterday's game. I just focused on City's game.
Yeah, I think he's still hungover.
Liverpool Watford.
Yeah.
He didn't try to play badly, but you could tell there was. Yeah,
some
it was not as sharp.
Because the difference between him and Mane,
I just felt maybe it was because of the international break, the whole travel.
Yeah, I think that affected most of the team.
Yeah, but it didn't seem to affect Mane though, because Mane was.
But Mane wasn't really.
Mane wasn't really. To be honest,
because they even playing Mane now.
I know the difference this weekend.
We'll get to that.
Because to be honest, if you're thinking about Liverpool now, it's like the most dangerous guys haven't been the last couple of weeks. Haven't been Salah or Mane. It's more been Jota and
Diaz.
So, and I think that is why right now is like Liverpool seem like the better team, because the guys that you usually depend on are not doing that great, and then you have other guys in the squad that can like pick up. You know what I mean? That's always a good thing to have at this time of the season.
And Firmino hasn't really been playing.
Yeah, Firmino hasn't been playing.
I think they'll lose one of them.
Even if they lose one of them,
of Mane or.
I mean, they are old now.
They're old now. They already have.
I think Firmino will probably go.
And then they were about to sign this guy from Fulham, the Carvalho boy. Like that young kid is really good. Yeah, I think he's gonna be. They already have a succession plan. that's a forward-thinking club, isn't it?
That's a club, though. That's a club. But look at where did you get Diaz from? Like
Diaz is even
like Jota. When they got Jota, Jota was at
combined. They didn't spend 100 million for those.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Those are quality players.
And we signed Sancho for 70 something.
The Diaz issue actually. Diaz was supposed to sign him in the summer. Clubs were not like.
They had already had an agreement. Moyes says he had already spoken to Diaz, and they had essentially reached an agreement that okay, I'll come get you in the summer, and Liverpool just won.
You come get someone in the summer. Somebody picked him up.
And then even this guy,
because he said when I was watching the interview, he said that what's his name? Was it Porto? It was Porto. Yes.
Yeah, Porto.
That Porto positioned like okay, they were not ready to sell at the moment. That okay, come. At the end of the season, then we'll sell, boy.
But then Spurs, Spurs. It was Spurs. Spurs were closing.
What that happened with Ronaldo before he joined Man U? You know, it was also signed
at the end of the season.
At the end of like the next season, but after that preseason game, United players were like.
Ronaldo.
Neville and then we're like, man.
What's that game? Man? That's one of.
All right, guys. Brighton Norwich 0-0. Norwich is effectively going down. We can all agree, right?
Yeah. But Brighton, I think they need to get a striker, like because they create so many chances, man.
Brighton's problem is they
and they'll play a lot of clubs
because the way they started the season. The fans, I don't know the fans. They set too much of a bar for themselves.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, they were at one point they were saying they were going to challenge for Europe.
Yeah, they were there.
I remember there was a match. There was a match they drew 0-0 at home and they were booing. And after the match, their coach were like bright, like their brightest coach.
Have we lost the plot?
Exactly. Like what are you guys doing?
Are we forgetting who we are?
Who we are? Like
more than they can
exactly.
We should just allow us.
Leeds Southampton 1-1. It was Ward-Prowse fantastic free kick. Yeah. I feel other than Ward-Prowse in the world at the moment, right? Is there anybody better at
Madison
free kick?
probably.
Consistently.
Has he scored as much as
No, Madison is very.
He's very
Has
good,
to-
but
has he
then
scored as
in
much
terms
as
of
Ward-Prowse?
consistently, I think.
Consistent-
No. What Prowse?
Okay.
Hands up.
We're
I think
just
what
saying.
Prowse is.
in the work
It's clear.
because
No,
No,
it's
yeah.
clear.
Ward-Prowse is also the variety. Like you think this is one position, but then he can score from this side.
It's
He can,
clear.
like, it's just
clear.
his
so
technique
good
is
at-
ridiculous.
Like, it's like you know what he's going to do, but you just can't stop it.
It was all like Beckham then. Beckham, you know where the ball is going.
But you can't stop it.
like,
Like,
No, his
that
technique is
that
great.
free kick, they knew he was going to.
Yes.
But there was nothing you could do.
But he
man.
couldn't
That
score it last week. I had him in my team.
I had him 2 weeks ago, though. I had him 2 weeks ago.
So maybe you had the
Yeah.
jinx because you let him go and he scored.
He should go.
Wolves, Aston Villa. Wolves 2-1. Aston Villa. We thought Aston Villa would.
Their ginger. is
You know,
dropping
their
a bit.
ginger is going
gone.
down.
No, the
yeah.
Premier League is a beast, man. Like once you come and you surprise them a bit, the clubs figure you out.
Yeah.
I think for when
But
you
it
start-
took they figured them out in such a short period of
Yeah,
time.
unfortunately.
Like, it's like usually you would go on this run for a while and then
Actually, have they won since they drew United?
no, they won. They won when they did that double game week. They won.
Okay, yes, that.
Yeah.
continued.
Wait, let me check. Aston Villa won. Okay, I know they lost to Arsenal.
They beat Southampton.
Eh,
Southampton 4-0.
Southampton.
Yes, and yes, I know.
Okay, yes.
they-
that was a strange
I
result.
have to
Aha.
say my team.
I didn't have him. I remember. I didn't have any.
I remember.
They even know they beat Leeds last before they beat after Southampton. So
Oh,
Leeds
okay.
was 3-0.
Ah,
Yeah,
that
they
was-
did that.
they went
Yeah.
on the run.
Yeah, so they were doing all right, but then they went. I feel like because now they feel like they're safe. I feel okay. Tottenham, Newcastle, 5-1. I knew that Tottenham would win, but I didn't see 5-1. And then given the fact that
it's
Newcastle
Eddie
scored
Howe's
first,
fault, although he tried to shift the blame to the players, because first half you played well, maintained his shape, and for some strange reason, I think they reached out to him, probably Daniel Levy and these guys. He just decided that second half we're going to go toe to toe with Spurs, and everybody knows that the moment you're trying to do that with Spurs, they'll just use counter to finish you. And that's what happened. Everybody was scoring because that's why you see it's not one person that scored two. Nobody scored 2 goals.
Kane
Just
didn't
like,
even
you
score.
go from here. You
So
go from here.
painful.
Kane didn't even
and it's
score.
not even fair because I'll go. We'll get to that.
Kane didn't even score. Okay, so West Ham, Everton. Everton is having. I mean, right now they are winning their game at Burnley, but I mean, if they don't win Burnley, but I mean, could Everton relegate though? Could they relegate? Because it's
if Leeds could relegate, they can relegate as well.
because Leeds was even a bigger club at the time.
yes.
because they've
Champions League semi-final
They were a bigger club
next
at the time.
season. you are-
because Everton's got. Let me
Even
see.
Newcastle have gone down being
That's
a big
crazy.
club.
Everton has they've got Man U next. Then they've got Leicester. They've got Liverpool. They've got Chelsea.
They have to win
They've got
today.
Leicester
They
again.
have to win tonight.
They've got Watford, Brentford, and they finish up with Arsenal. They
Final
could
game.
yeah, final game. They could relegate though.
When you
At home,
when you
at
listen to
home.
those fixtures,
We're at
man,
home.
like,
They
it sounds
could relegate though, because it's those are tough fixtures.
No, I think they need two wins. So if they win tonight, then they probably get another 3 points. They'll be okay. Because last season 30 points was enough to keep you in.
Yeah, so if they win Burnley to keep Burnley at bay.
Because we can all agree on this table that Norwich is out.
No, Norwich is gone.
Norwich is gone.
Burnley, I think Burnley is gone.
If Everton beats Burnley,
Yeah,
tonight,
which
I
is
think
what's
you can
happening
just
right now.
Bid farewell to Burnley too.
Yeah.
Watford as well.
Then Watford, I think they will just go.
Okay.
Because even Man yourself will beat Watford.
Excuse me, what do you mean by even Man U?
Sorry, we are going to
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
another game.
All right.
I say it's even Man U.
Chelsea.
Yeah, as in,
4-1. Lost 1-4. Sorry. The bridge.
no, sorry.
What happened?
Sorry, Captain, can we talk about
No. I know I'm going with Arsenal. Let's talk about Chelsea, please.
I actually watched
What
that
happened
game.
though? Like, I watched.
I didn't.
You know,
I didn't see it coming.
after the game.
It's like that guy Mbuemo and the other guy were just having a fine day. It wasn't even Tony.
The game was
Was that guy
very
that they-
strange.
Yeah,
It was a very strange
It was
game.
a very strange game because the first half, although Chelsea didn't really
But they were comfortable.
Yeah, they were
comfortable,
okay.
yes.
Like they were.
They were like, it wasn't like
They actually scored.
First.
They scored
Yes.
first. Then in the space
that
of
equalizer seconds, man.
in space
Barely
of
a minute.
15 minutes, the game was 3-1. Like it was so confusing.
I'm telling you that second goal, like,
Because
and it was really good goals though.
Yeah. They were playing
No, because
The second one was
because
goal.
yeah, because they what do you call it? I think after the match, Thiago Silva's wife, because I think Chelsea fans
people
gave
were attacking
Chelsea
him.
a lot
and
of
she-
stick.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was a bit exposed because he normally plays in a back three. But that against Brentford, Chelsea played the back four
Oh, same.
at that game. So yeah, so
Why did they play Chalobah though?
so because if you look at most of their goals, they
Because
were
tonight, I
almost
think
counters.
Yeah, it was
Real
counters.
Madrid.
Yeah, especially the second.
Yeah, they were
Real
saving.
Madrid
Yeah, they were
tonight,
saving
yeah.
for
They're playing Real
tonight's
Madrid,
game.
yes.
If Care is not taking, if Adna has won their game, they could be knocking on Chelsea's door.
Yeah, we'll have been
That's-
2 points behind.
Bro, that's why.
They gave me
That's
hand.
why it
I would still have
pained
to
me.
no.
and we're
if
still
we want
playing
to get in
Chelsea.
hand, Yeah.
Because
No,
bro,
the
2 points. If we
pictures
had
are
won our
leveled
game,
out.
We'll have been 2 points behind.
Then we're playing Chelsea.
Playing
still.
Chelsea.
So if we had beaten them, we
You know,
but now I
you
want
see-
Chelsea
you
to
see-
beat them.
and it's still not
You see,
out
this
of
is
it.
me- you see, this
It
is
is
not
still
out.
not
See,
out
yeah.
because
It's
Man
not
U
for
will still play
anybody.
Chelsea,
It's
right?
not for anybody.
Yes.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no, bro, it's still-
We'll get to that. Okay,
Okay,
so
okay.
you know what?
Let's-
we need
let's
to
get
address.
there.
Let's enter Arsenal, right? Let's enter.
Let's get there.
No,
What
Crystal
happened-
Crystal
what
Palace
happened-
already
what
did
happened
that.
at
Crystal Palace already
oh my
did
God,
that.
guys. What happened at what happened
first.
at the Arsenal game?
You know, Crystal Palace. I was.
Like when you
Everybody knows,
started
everybody knows
statement,
Crystal Palace this season. I mean, they were unfortunate at
The Emirates.
Yes.
and everybody knows that you don't play Crystal because of the first of all their manager, and then you've got Conor Gallagher, you've got those guys. I mean, I feel like it's one of those games that things clicked for them because on a normal day, Ayew had not scored in 56 games for Crystal Palace, right?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden that day,
It was
Yes,
destined
yes.
to
Do
do you
break.
get so?
the
So I'm
game.
saying,
happen.
I'm saying that's one of those days where things click for the opposition. But on
Exactly.
your on your part, right? What happened? Let's leave Crystal Palace brilliance because they did very
did
well.
really well.
Yeah, they started very well.
They started
actually.
very well.
That was like
What happened?
if you watch the first leg at
Yeah, it was.
Emirates.
Yeah, they lost.
I'm not exaggerating. We should have lost that game by 2 or 3 goals. The way they played us that day, So normally, like when you have that kind of previous performance, you should be on your against the same team from the get-go. You're supposed to be. I felt he should have started Martinelli.
Yep.
Although I understand because in Brazil, the whole travel,
No,
and
but
everything.
if you're starting Partey, why not start Martinelli though?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
The distance.
Partey played
Exactly.
Partey played 2 games.
I personally,
Partey played 2 important games. Martinelli played 1 game, right?
Yeah, but
Martinelli played 1 game. Partey played
Yup.
2 important games, 90
Sometimes
minutes
it's
each.
distance.
And he came.
No,
I
it's the
know.
distance,
I
it's
know.
the
I
distance,
know.
more the
Yeah.
distance. South
This
Americans
I know this
tend to
part.
struggle.
Remember the last time they went to international break?
Yeah, and
Like
then
he rushed
got
Partey
injured.
and he got
Same thing.
red card and everything
Same
against
thing has
Liverpool.
happened. He's injured.
Sure, I
He's
know.
injured?
But
Yeah, he got injured in the
that,
game.
that can't be on the manager though, because imagine resting Partey and Martinelli. You guys have nothing though.
Well, me personally, I
No,
feel
you see,
I
you
feel
see,
your
you
squad
see,
got
is
it
thin.
wrong.
Thank you.
You don't
have- you don't have
the kind of- you don't have the luxury.
Remember when I was
You don't
on
have
this
the luxury
show?
of-
I think after the
International-
after
yeah, the transfer window, yeah.
I said something here. I said our squad is really thin.
Yes.
I said it here that is a big risk. Like who does that? You are chasing.
But Moyes
You're
is
chasing
doing
top
that and
four.
it's working for Moyes though.
No, you are chasing top 4. You don't weaken your team, especially when you look at the rivals chasing. Chelsea didn't weaken their team. United didn't weaken. West Ham. This Spurs brought in players, quality
No, but
players.
Spurs are playing better because of their
Yeah.
manager.
Okay, look at the 2 transfers. They are making impact. Bentancur is
Well,
has taken a Harry Winks
But
place.
that's the thing. Spurs, sha.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
are yo-yo team.
Don't
See, they
use
can
them.
lose
Yes.
the next
Yeah.
game.
They can lose the next
3-0.
but
They
the thing is- but the
did
thing is-
City
but the
and
thing
then
is-
they
lost.
But the thing is, they actually
By the
prepared.
grace of God.
They actually prepared for contingencies. Like
Yes, agree.
okay, now if Bentancur gets injured, now Winks comes back and collects his. Okay, now we are just Partey and Tierney Shaw, and it looks like against Crystal Palace we had 3 academy players. on
But
the
you have
bench.
Lokonga.
I've not heard of one. That was the first day.
So
Yes,
Your
Flores.
guy.
wait,
No, not for Flores. There was another guy. There was another Samson.
why
I
wasn't
don't know.
Pepe
There was
in the
another
game
guy.
though? Why wasn't Pepe? in
I
the
think
Pepe
maybe
is ill.
He's
Oh,
ill.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
illness.
Well, for me personally, I feel Arteta got his tactics wrong.
Wrong. That was obvious.
But what did he do differently?
No,
he
no,
tried-
no,
and he
no.
tried- he tried to- he tried to remedy it
everybody knows.
at
see,
halftime.
Everybody knows. It's not just us now. Spurs went there and collected 3-2.
Yeah,
Man
Palace
City
is-
couldn't score.
Yeah.
If you're going to play
And they lost a lot
Crystal
of games that
Palace,
they play better.
see, they always say it's like when they say rainy, cold night at Stoke. See, Selhurst Park at night. If you go there, those fans and get this. There's something one guy used to say that it's harder for English people. It's neither here nor there. I don't know whether I agree with that, but he used to say that it's harder for English teams to win the league because you play at least 6 derbies in the season, like Manchester.
Okay, like
United
yeah,
have just played City, Liverpool just play. But like Arsenal, you play Chelsea,
That's
you play
London
Palace,
teams,
yes, you
London
play
teams,
London
yeah.
teams. You play so it's difficult as is. Then I think before the match when they were doing analysis, I forgot what's the name of that our legend that said the
Dixon.
first goal. Yeah, he
Dixon.
said anybody that scores the first goal
wins
is
the
going
game.
to win the game. Now get this. How can you be playing you're going to play a difficult game? 1, 2, you've lost your 4th position to Spurs just a day before.
Like,
Then you decide to change an entire wing.
that's crazy.
You played Tavares that has no confidence whatsoever, and then you decided to play Smith Rowe there. It was clear from the get that they had no understanding.
So
They kept losing the ball.
what should he have done given the
Just play Martinelli. Play Martinelli
Well,
so that they
but
sit back.
you have just said
Because you know
Martinelli
why?
came from Brazil and then he was probably
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
know why? Everyone who is Nathaniel Klein? Who is a Klein?
no. So
please?
I'm saying no. I'm saying if you've agreed,
He's
if
a
you've
Liverpool
agreed-
legend.
Yeah, no,
No. So is that if you've agreed that because of it was right for him to put Martinelli on the bench.
What did Arteta do at halftime? Immediately brought on Martinelli.
Yeah,
so he
immediately.
knew
That
he
means he
made
could
a
play
mistake.
45
So
minutes.
so,
Yes.
so maybe
So he knew.
so maybe Martinelli could not play 90 minutes.
And then
I don't think so, no.
So
Then
that
let him
means
play
he
the
picked
first
him to play the
45.
wrong one.
Then let him play
no,
the
but
first
if you play the
45.
first 45, yeah, and they remove him, and then they go on to
No,
win, you guys
see,
complain.
captain.
Everybody can agree that we've been saying this, that if you start Smith Rowe, the times that he starts, he plays very well. So in a game where you know that Martinelli traveled to Brazil, and then he might need to rest up, because if he plays, he might injure, which Partey did injure, right? Why not? Because the game could have gone.
Bro,
No, do you know why?
Smith Rowe,
Do you know why?
Smith Rowe.
Not- see,
Let me
bro,
tell you something. Do you
Smith
know
Rowe
why?
and Odegaard had chances to put the game, to
Bro,
change the game,
bro,
but they didn't take their chances though.
No, do you know why? Do you know why?
Zaha had a hamstring injury while playing
For Ivory Coast, he played 90
Came-
minutes.
See, that's the thing. Now,
But
Wilfred
Wilfred Zaha does not have. He's not chasing a top.
Do you know why
four.
I know? Do you know why I'm 100% sure?
When you have a game, you have points. See, put your points.
Hold it
Point-
Hold your
first.
point.
points first.
Yes.
Then you
Point
can
on.
say you
Do
want
you know why?
to
Do you know why I'm very sure? I'm very sure.
Follow
that
your point,
Martinelli-
man.
Get your points.
Do you know why I'm very sure that Martinelli sub was Arteta admitting he made a tactical mistake?
A tactical.
Instant halftime, immediately halftime.
Who did he come on for?
He came on for.
Who did we even switch? I think we
He
did.
came on. He came on for Tavares. Yes.
Tavares, then we moved
Then
Xhaka
we moved
to left
Xhaka
back.
to left back.
Tavares
So
had
yeah,
a stink,
yeah. So
But
he
like,
knew. He knew
but
he
to
made
be
a
honest,
mistake.
I don't think it was because
Yes.
of the mistake as well. I
No,
think it was
no,
because
no,
of how
no,
bad
no, no, no.
Tavares
Yeah,
was.
but you know the funny.
Tavares was
you know the
awful
funny-
first half.
See what we do.
We actually need Tavares
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
We need him for our next
Arsenal's
games.
game, Arsenal-
But you guys
bro,
have crushed his confidence.
Why the Palace plays Zaha? The moment we saw Zaha on the team sheet, we knew, okay, Cedric, you're in for a test.
Yes.
Automatically, that makes Saka drop back. If you play a Martinelli there, automatically, we have 2 outlets. But the moment you drop Martinelli, we don't have 2 outlets
Yeah,
because we can't do
yeah,
the long
yeah,
balls.
exactly.
The outlets are good because normally if you see our games, the games we've been playing recently, it's always okay. If you think you can block Saka, okay. We'll
Block
try.
Martinelli,
Block
exactly.
Martinelli too. That's why Martinelli dribbled Trent. He had hamstring straight. Those things happen. You push. There's a way you set up your tactics that you push the opponent back. But bro, from the get-go, they just pounced.
But fair play to Crystal Palace as well.
Yeah.
Wait, let's look at this
Fair
top
play,
4
man.
race between Spurs and Arsenal, right? So at the moment, Spurs is 4th. They've played 30 games, 54 points, goal difference plus 15. Arsenal, 29 games, 54 points as well, goal difference plus 10. And then fixtures. So Spurs remaining fixtures: Aston Villa, Brighton, Brentford, Leicester, Liverpool, Arsenal, Burnley, and Norwich. Then Arsenal have Brighton,
Must.
Southampton, Chelsea, Man U, West Ham, Leeds, Spurs, Newcastle, and Everton.
Bro, you have so many clubs that have points to prove.
Realistically, whose chances?
On paper, I
paper,
think Spurs.
Spurs looks better.
On paper, yeah, but Spurs are inconsistent.
Yeah.
I think Spurs have the better fixture.
Spurs are inconsistent.
But you know what?
Because
But you know why?
Spurs can go to, say, for example, Brighton.
Sorry,
Brighton game.
before the Spurs game, who do Arsenal play?
Before the Spurs game, do Arsenal play?
Yeah,
Arsenal plays Leeds before the Spurs game.
Leeds before the Spurs game.
Yeah,
and Spurs play Liverpool. before Arsenal.
yeah, so it could change.
You see that's game week. We decide the top four.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
That's a crucial.
that game decided
Well,
the top four.
I back Arsenal.
But you know, let me say something. You see,
Well, I mean, you guys have a game
We
in
are playing
hand.
Bright-
Though. You have a game in
I
hand.
know.
Against Spurs.
Against Spurs, which is against
No, that's what I'm
Spurs.
saying. So
Yeah.
I'm saying no. So I'm saying even if the game in hand is
If
even if you-
imagine if we are level
if you
on
lost
point.
if you lost to Spurs,
as in no, we keep
if you
winning.
lost to Spurs and
we
then
go-
you win your outstanding, you guys are still locked on points.
But they have goal difference now.
So now so it could come down to goals.
Stupid Newcastle.
It could come down to
Doesn't
goals.
even make sense. It doesn't make any sense.
It could
that
come
they
down to
just
goals.
did that rubbish.
What I'm saying now is okay. If you, apart from the fact that you consider both, like this Brighton now, for instance,
Yeah.
Brighton sees this Arsenal game as a game they must get something from.
Why? What?
Because after Arsenal, they play Spurs, City, and Liverpool.
Yes, you
Away
get
back
something
to
from
back.
the Spurs game.
Okay. Anyways, let's go to next week's fixtures. Before we talk on the big game, let's go Newcastle. Wolves.
Newcastle home.
Yeah, Newcastle's at home.
I think it's draw.
I want Newcastle to win, man. 2-1.
This is.
I think they've lost their way a bit. You know, they have some kind of
Newcastle,
form, but
Yeah, no, I think what happened
they
to
feel
them.
that they are safe.
So
Yes,
Newcastle has
yes.
31 points. So I think they just need maybe one win and a draw.
They can even
Yeah.
finish
They might-
ahead
they
of
might win
Brighton
this
self.
game.
Yeah, one
It
win.
depends
and
on how they approach it. If the approaches are like,
Newcastle.
if we
is-
win this,
Wolves-
I win.
Wolves
No,
is a
no,
difficult team.
Get this. Newcastle have played a lot of away games. That's what people are not mindful of.
Yeah.
This is their first home game in
in a while, yeah.
So they will brush Wolves by the grace of God. Just
Okay, so Everton, United.
United, man.
Everton at home though.
United too.
Everton needs the points. It's a relegation team.
Yeah,
If
but
Everton
they-
doesn't win this game,
It's be a difficult game for United.
Yeah, their morale will be low now.
No, not morale. That's an incentive though at home.
they are
Because
fighting
like
for
now
their lives.
they're going to lose this game today, I think.
Because this
Brighton.
game that they're playing today is two relegation teams, and then relegation
Yes.
teams are the hardest to play at this point.
Yes,
in
at
time.
this point.
Yeah, but the difference between Everton is like they don't realize they're a relegation team yet, so they're not playing without urgency.
Well,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Did
No.
you watch their game?
No,
They're not-
I
no,
agree with him. You know why? You know why?
Miscontrol the ball.
yeah.
They are playing. They are playing like.
You know why I
they
agree
want
with
to
his
win.
assessments? I heard Lampard this morning.
No,
People
even
were like
Lampard is
that this
complaining.
game is a 6-pointer. Lampard like, guys, everybody relax. There are still 7 games. And in my mind, I was like,
Like,
oh,
even Lampard-
you feel that?
It's just being a manager. It doesn't
No,
want
but
too much pressure.
yeah,
on
but
the
also
players.
I don't.
you
feel like
you
the
have
players-
to do that for your team.
No, also the players as well is like I don't think they are used to this kind of situation.
relegation battle. Right?
Like
They've
it's,
not
it's
been-
always
yeah.
a different kind of like Norwich players like all
imagine-
they're used
imagine-
to all this kind of scrap.
United in relegation.
Like they don't know what to do.
yeah. They were bantering us. because-
Anyways, let's go. Arsenal, Brighton.
That's a draw, man.
We
Without-
will win
without
that
Steve
game
we'll win.
because we
We'll
have
win.
to win.
We have to.
Yeah,
win.
Arsenal needs to win that game. That's a very crucial.
You know, there
game.
are 2 must-win games.
But you had to win against.
No,
Yeah.
but we're away.
We have
bro,
to get
Arsenal's
something
home form-
from.
Our home form is something else, bro.
Funny enough, before Crystal Palace, we had won our last 6 away
Six
games.
games.
Yes. Our home
Before
form
Palace,
self is, bro.
All
Our home form
right,
is fire.
Southampton, Chelsea.
Man, Chelsea
Chelsea
now
needs
is
to
crying.
bounce
I mean, Chelsea might rest players because there's a return fixture Champions League.
Depending on the results of this game.
Yeah.
But now they're under pressure.
They're
at the
2-1 and now
They might rest players.
They are confused. They are disoriented.
Chelsea, I think what will affect
Southampton has
Chelsea-
nothing to lose, so
Chelsea-
Southampton
yeah,
will go out.
trouble.
Chelsea's
Guys,
issue now.
Chelsea
you know
is
what?
in
You know what
serious
Chelsea's
trouble.
issue
like
is now.
Southampton, they know how to play the big boys. They'll pressure you. That high
Chelsea's
pressing can be
issue
a
now
problem.
will
man.
be prioritizing because you know they are seeing FA Cup semi-final.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
true,
so
true.
now it's like okay.
Who are they playing though?
They're playing Crystal Palace.
Oh lord.
So now it's a bit now.
but
yeah,
Gallagher is not playing, right? Yeah, Gallagher won't play.
yeah,
the
will be
match,
cup
yeah.
tied.
No,
yeah.
can he play? No.
No. Chelsea will not allow him, but Chelsea, it's not cup tied in the sense that there's a loophole in the rule that Chelsea can allow him play against.
But Chelsea will definitely not allow him
Chelsea
play.
will definitely not allow. After
No,
that
but like they can allow him
performance-
play. Is it just for the league or does he apply
No,
to
just
cup games?
cup games.
They will
I'm
not
sure
allow
he
him.
will.
They
They will
give-
not
they
allow
will
him.
never.
League game, there's no room for
In fact, I'm sure they've submitted. They've submitted a petition now.
Yes.
Why would you turn the gun on
Forming
yourself?
sportsmanship.
But in other leagues, there's no option, and once you loan a player, he plays regardless.
Yes.
You play.
It's
Yeah,
only
play,
Premier
score,
League.
against
Spanish.
I feel like England needs to stop that.
Yeah.
Yes, let me play.
Because at the end of the day,
Just
what
come
is
and show what you can do.
yes now
Yes.
because this club decided to take faith in this player
Yeah.
and take up the loan.
And
so
it
why
becomes
you
an important
now-
player, then suddenly he can't play. I feel like they need to.
I'm
I
sure
saw
Chelsea
one
has
vid-
submitted the petition already. That
Yeah, no,
guy
we
must
don't
not play
want
that
to.
man.
Alright, guys, open
Never.
game. Watford leads.
I think Leeds, man.
Who is at home? Watford.
FPL
Watford-
buy
Watford
Rafinha,
needs-
captain him.
They are
What's this talk
desperate
about
for a
Rafinha
win.
almost going to Barca, man? I think that's a good move for him, man.
Yeah.
Almost done.
And bro, they still have Ansu Fati. That's about to be.
And they have like
You know,
Traore
Baka,
that
you
they
know
want
Baka, like
They look
Baka
like
just
they were
transformed.
they were about
Bro,
to die, and all of a sudden
Xavi,
They just-
Xavi,
No,
is
Xavi
something
came with
else.
the plan.
like a phoenix, just back.
They just
up.
woke up, and now they are signing all the free
Yes,
agents.
everybody's
you know.
coming back.
No, because I think what happened is
And
like,
they're
when
not
your back
spending
is
money.
against the wall, you have to re-strategize.
Not
No, it's
spending
Laporta.
anything.
It's
Yeah.
Laporta, really.
All the
Came
free
back.
agents in the
As
world
they just
are
came
going
back.
to
They
Barca.
just
And they are good players.
reorganized.
So what are we
Got
giving
some
that?
Xavi.
Watford leads. What are we giving?
Watford needs a win desperately. I think
give it to
Watford.
Leeds, man.
No, Leeds.
They are home.
Leeds,
Watford is home.
Leeds.
These are still not gotten their win though.
Watford is home.
Yeah, Watford is home.
Watford
Yeah.
don't look like they can even win.
I think that would be like the surprise result. Watford will win.
Okay, so let's go.
But I think now all their home games are
They'll try.
important
Yeah,
now.
see.
Let's go. Aston Villa, Tottenham.
Hey,
Hey, God.
Coutinho, please help us.
Aston Villa.
Watkins. Watkins are big.
Aston Villa lost their last game.
Continue.
Yeah.
Draw. I go for a draw.
I want them to lose.
1-1.
Aston Villa win.
I echo
They
that.
actually
Aston
did
Villa
bounce back
win.
results.
Aston
but-
Villa
I
win.
beg,
Ojoro
Spurs-
Ojoro penalty.
Do you
Still
know
they
why?
have
Do you
nothing
know why?
left.
Do you know why this yo-yo thing about Spurs? Not really convinced that.
That's the case.
Yeah, because of Conte. Conte is a big factor.
Could-
You know
could
why?
drive
Oh, he's
them.
been the factor
Yes.
right through this
And
yo-yo
still-
this thing
yeah,
now.
and they've been yo-yoing
It's-
their way.
It's
No,
been
like-
bro,
okay,
it's been
like-
more
It's
like
because
that
they were
under
home.
him.
They were home now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
against
you know-
Newcastle, they were at home. Anytime they are, bro, they are going to Villa Park.
Yeah, Villa Park
Something
is
can
tough.
happen.
Villa Park
I
is
beg,
tough.
something should happen.
I think a draw. I don't see Spurs. losing.
Ojoro win. Ojoro
I don't see
referee.
Spurs.
I Brentford, West Ham.
London derby.
Brentford, man. Just going for the result that I want.
No, I think West Ham will win.
I think West
West
Ham.
Ham.
They're still playing.
I mean,
think
Brentford has picked up some.
Brentford are
form.
not
Don't
playing
use
for
my tongue.
anything.
No,
They're just
no,
vibes.
form.
West Ham are playing
Brentford
tomorrow.
picked up some form.
You know,
Physics.
Yeah.
they're
Europa.
playing Europa tomorrow. So
weak leg.
I don't see West Ham winning.
Weak leg.
I think a draw too.
Leicester, Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace.
I see Crystal
When
Palace.
I'll try
is the
to
FA
win.
Cup game?
Yeah, Crystal Palace.
Ekogam
win.
is upper
Upper
weekend.
because
No,
like,
no. Leicester to
I
win.
say Crystal Palace.
Leicester will win.
Leicester to win. Like,
I told you guys about Vieira
it's
beginning of the season.
prioritizing. It's prioritizing.
Just bring it out. I said
You should
Relegation.
calm down next season.
Relegation
we know
scrap.
how
This- I feel like this makes no Norwich Burnley.
Only to win.
no, it's
Let's discuss the big game, the biggest game of the season.
City
But
win.
before we discuss that, let's look at after this game, right? So I just run through Liverpool's fixtures, right? So Liverpool's got after
City.
the City, they've got Man U,
Win.
Everton,
Win.
Newcastle,
Win.
Spurs, Aston
so
Villa,
Yes, that's a lovely fixture. I like that.
Aston Villa.
which one?
Liverpool
Um,
Spurs.
yeah.
Liverpool Spurs.
I get it, Aston Villa, Southampton, and then Wolves, right?
Those are really tough fixtures on
Yes.
paper.
Yes.
And then
That's the City.
City's got Brighton, Watford, Leeds,
WWW.
Newcastle, West Ham,
These
W.
are 4-0 wins.
Man City, and Aston Villa.
No.
Aston Villa last.
Yeah.
No. Wait, let's give the league to
The
City.
league City has won.
No, but like it's not.
So what?
No.
do you-
After this game,
Yeah,
let's
so,
see what
happens.
happens.
So
this game.
what do you think happens in this game? Because this game is a title decider. This game is almost winner takes all.
You know what? I think City will win.
Yeah.
I'm fairly confident because
So you don't think
Pep-
there's a chance that
Pep has almost bottled.
But let's say City will not lose.
Pep has almost bottled this league. They were ahead like 11. How many points?
Yes.
Almost
Yes,
12, 13
yes.
points.
Yeah.
Then now they are. No, I think Pep will prioritize this over Pep. City, Liverpool might win the FA Cup fixture.
so there's no
But-
chance for treble.
Bro, Oh boy,
No.
if I was a betting man, I'll bet just clean sweep or City.
City for no.
Yeah.
City's
I think
fixtures.
I think it will balance out. I think
But
they will-
but do you not think City would focus more on Champions League as against?
wait.
I don't think they will need to.
Wait,
sef.
the-
Bruh,
wait,
that's
the-
just
the-
what.
That
Wait,
squad, like I was talking about yesterday when they made 3 subs, man.
I'm like,
you guys that came on, I'm just
and
like,
I'm like, it's not even fair, you know,
Bro.
It's not fair when we are bringing Flores. Who is Flores?
Bro,
We have something
they brought in
Hutchinson on the
Grealish,
bench.
They brought in Foden,
Yeah.
and they brought in Jesus.
Yeah, and immediately
Those guys,
Foden
those
assisted De Bruyne.
And it's not like they were bringing out Wim, so they removed
It's not even
Sterling.
fair.
They removed, who else did they remove again? Like
You know what's crazy? I feel even if Liverpool beats City or gets a result, that Spurs game is still that's
it's the
game-
banana peel.
Bro,
Liverpool has-
exactly.
Liverpool has tougher fixtures.
They have to fight
that
fixtures.
Spurs game, and then
bananas.
Wolves is somewhere in there.
Wolves
and they are
is- yeah,
chasing
Wolves is
Europe
last.
as well, bro.
So
They're
who do-
playing
so
Wolves
who
last
do- who do
day.
you think- Who do you think will win tomorrow's game?
City
Sunday.
will win.
It's
Sunday.
Who's at home?
Sunday.
Who's at home?
Sunday.
City will win.
Etihad.
Etihad.
Yeah.
You see those guys that
don't
came
see
in.
them
You see those
losing.
guys that came in today.
They'll start.
They're going to start.
Yeah, it's.
Man, I
it's
rate
at the
Liverpool
Etihad.
now, man.
I don't see them.
There's just something about that Diaz boy. I feel like he's brought an extra bit of confidence.
But he's injured actually.
Is he?
So who are you giving
Yeah.
the
He didn't
win
play
to?
yesterday.
I'm going with Liverpool. Diaz?
Yeah. Who?
Diaz played yesterday.
Diaz
No,
played
Ruben Diaz.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
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 City.
no, no,
Okay,
I'm not talking
no,
about.
no.
Okay.
I'm talking
Who are you
about
giving the
Liverpool.
win to?
City.
I'm going
Can't-
Liverpool.
can't-
City. No, or City.
I
don't
said
see-
Liverpool.
I
If
don't
If
going
see-
City,
Liverpool,
if
man.
City wins, the gap is 4
That's
points.
I don't see City
Yeah.
losing that game. I don't
Because,
just see it. I can't see it.
but why
If City
I
wins,
get what
I
you're
feel like
saying
the
because
league's over.
City are
No,
better
but
defensively.
like,
Yeah.
If City wins, the league is
And then
over.
Liverpool are not playing.
They're not
so
confident
good.
yet.
Get
Yes,
this, so.
they're not playing so
Let's
great,
get
though.
this. Liverpool are not playing.
They're just scoring shitloads of goals.
They are just like see against Arsenal. They are just winning.
They're just scoring
sha.
goals. Like,
But
'cause-
City look De Bruyne's
because, like,
form.
But I saw
They
one
just
stat
look
that
very
was really interesting.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, goal defense is not so much. Just City's got 52, Liverpool 57.
yeah, and like I was,
Fine.
and I was,
Like us too.
and I was seeing
Us
something that was
are
really
fine
interesting
goals.
about like their goal scorers. Like, so like Man City's top 3 goal scorers, Kevin De Bruyne has 10 goals, Mahrez has 10 goals, Sterling has 10 goals, while Salah alone has 20 goals, Jota has 14 goals, and then Mane has
Jota has
12
14
goals.
goals. It doesn't really start.
You know what I mean?
but
So,
how
so in
many
terms of
penalties
goal
has Salah
scoring, I
played?
feel like Liverpool takes it.
If it comes down to it, I mean, it could.
So,
even,
I think it's going to be a high
it
scoring
could
game.
even end in a draw though.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
could
end
be.
in a
that's
draw.
the thing. I don't
But
see
I don't
City
think it will be a goalless draw.
No,
don't
definitely
see
not.
City.
With
I
this
just
amount of game
Alright, guys,
changers.
let's end this. So I saw this. Says which side is the best in the Premier League history? Man City Centurions, Arsenal Invincible, and Man United treble winners.
My personal preference.
Which do you think which do you think is hardest to do?
Bro, it's
I think the unbeaten is the hardest to do because I feel like everybody
a
has.
team didn't actually lose a game.
Okay,
So
the
I don't
question
know what
is Premier League. Though.
Yeah, Premier League.
Premier League, then is Arsenal.
It's
Because
Arsenal, like,
if you add the treble,
Do you know what it takes to not lose a game?
No, but even the Man City
No, but like-
Centurions, right? Man City Centurions, they only lost one game.
But
though.
my problem with
So
Arsenal,
Man
that's
City Centurion, they lost one game, you know, right?
Yeah, man.
yeah, but,
anyways,
total domination.
But Arsenal though, like they drew too many games. That's
No,
the
bro.
difference, man. You know what I mean? Like,
not
they were-
doing too.
What?
yeah, but then because
So, no,
because City won more games in their
City won more games in their.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, I think if you look at the time, bruh, football is different then, man.
It was easier to do it that time because
It was harder
No,
to
why,
go
are you
unbeaten.
joking? Can I, no,
To
can
go
I,
unbeaten.
can I say this?
What?
No, can
It's
I
across 2 seasons,
can
though.
I,
Stop that, you know. Don't do
okay,
that.
can I just say something?
I thought you were about to say it
No,
was
but-
easier then that they will match your neck.
No,
Nobody was playing.
no, but like, but then,
Yeah,
but in terms of,
Now that if they touch you like
bro, we
this,
didn't have
this
like a
is
top
red card.
6. There were less clubs that you had to compete with,
No,
like in terms
bro.
of competitive clubs.
Well, I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? Like now, bro, like
I see
if
what
you
you're
look at the
But that's
table,
no, don't say now. When Man City did it, how many?
no, there were more clubs there.
No,
There were more clubs there.
No,
There were more
At
clubs.
the time,
There were more clubs.
That's the name. I'm talking about the team. Who do we have?
Do you know what Wenger said? Wenger said when they interviewed him when they interviewed him about that
I get that before.
about that unbeaten run, he said the hardest. He found it hardest to motivate the players after we won the league. I would say had like 4 or 5 games or
Yes.
so to play. He said because
Me,
the players are he said mentally the players are checked out.
But I think you still have to add You still have to add the Champions League in it because
Yeah,
it says
treble is
it said
difficult.
side. It's treble.
Into the dressing room and told them that we're going the season.
That's the one that is interesting because he said they would do it
Before a ball was kicked.
before it happened, and he went ahead and did it.
Guy.
But me personally, I'm slightly
go on
leaning
record.
towards the Man U treble
The
winning
treble
team
is
because
difficult
it's difficult.
But then again, the thing is, I feel like okay, so it's difficult because nobody has come close to doing 100 points, right? Man City, right? Right? No one has. People have come close to doing the treble, but they still don't done it. So in those three teams, who do you think if they were in a league, who do you think comes up?
How? I don't get. Like if the
those three
Invincibles.
teams, were in a particular league, Invincibles, Centurions, treble, Man U treble, who do you think? I feel City will be at the top.
I'm trying to match them.
I feel
Left back
City will be at the
Ashiko.
top. Though.
Arsenal, that Arsenal team was really
that's
good.
how- I
Though.
feel City-
See,
I
you
feel
know why?
City
You know
will be
why?
at the top.
You know why? That Arsenal team, that
See,
won
bro.
that Invincible.
See,
Every position, every player,
yeah.
every player was top of their
So
game.
let's understand something about the Centurions, right?
Every player was top.
They were not beating the biggest teams by one goal. They were beating them 4-0-3. They were beating teams. It was convincing victories. The only person that was just that Liverpool game, and that was a close game. They were beating
There's
teams.
another team. There's another team we are not mentioning. Mourinho's first team.
Well, they didn't put it there.
Chelsea.
I'm surprised it's not there. It's supposed to be
That
there.
team was crazy.
Supposed to be
I think
there.
they lost. Was it 1 or 2?
Yeah, it's supposed to
Considered
be
15 goals
Yeah, but-
the whole season.
there. Yeah, and the entire time they didn't lose any match.
Honestly, that's crazy. Oh.
That team
In
is
modern
supposed
football,
to be
15
there.
goals.
Nah, man.
That's basically
Yeah, because and then I think it's how you.
But
look
then you
at
have
it.
to put that
at
then
the
the
time.
Man U
At the time, as
07,
an Arsenal
07,
fan,
08 as well.
there's a particular game I'll never forget. It was Southampton. I came in. We're losing 3-1. I looked at Middlesbrough. Sorry, I saw it 3-1. I was not even bothered. I just went.
that was
and
the
I
game.
came out. I was 5.
That was the game, right? Reyes
Who
scored.
brought
Yeah, I
you
remember
guys?
that game,
Reyes.
yeah, I
It
remember
was.
that. You guys
and
won
I
your
think that's
blue.
the same thing
I remember
with
that
City.
blue
You
jersey. I remember
always
that game.
expected them to win. You didn't expect them to lose. So yeah, probably.
See, FA conspired against us with United.
No, but Arsenal
Yeah,
fans,
yeah,
when
yeah,
Arsenal
yeah.
fans, when it comes to holding on to history, you can't beat them. So just leave them.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
boy,
won
bro.
the trophies after that.
Bro.
All right, guys.
Yes.
You know what? That FA Cup.
You can't beat it,
you know what-
Arsenal
you know what?
when it comes to holding on to past glory.
Bro,
No,
there's
no,
no
no,
past
no.
glory. There's no past glory.
You know the funny thing? You know the funny thing?
Our recent past glory is quite recent. No,
Oh,
After
Madrid,
United.
Madrid is winning 3-1.
our past
Madrid
glory is
winning
quite
3-1.
recent. It's recent. We won a cup.
After United
I know they
ended our
shake
unbeaten
now.
run.
Madrid is winning 3-1. Benzema hat
Hat-trick.
Benz,
Alright, guys,
baby.
we're going to watch the game. It was nice. We'll see you guys next week. Episode was sponsored by Akira Designs. Would come back next week with more insightful analysis.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Peace out.
Bye.
Why did you get blocked?